Welcome back. This is another video in our installment of first time home buyers. Today's topic is going to be, what should I offer? This is really a critical time in this market right now, real estate. Right now, there are more buyers than there are sellers. So which means the sellers really are setting the tone of the market because the demand for what they have is so high. So let's get into it. Let's say you go to a home and you really like it. So you tell your agent you want to put in an offer. And your offer tells you, well, I've talked to the selling agent and it's a multiple offer situation. So you're like, okay, this home is listed at $225. How much should I put an offer in? Should I ask for closing costs? Should I ask for any payments for warranties? Should I ask for anything? Something as small as for them to pay for a survey? Or should I go in at full ask or over full ask with no concessions? Those are some good questions. But let's keep in mind, you have a budget. Because after you purchase this home, you have to live in the home. So now it's time to have a really serious conversation with your agent. You guys need to talk about your budget and is the house worth going at sales price, which is the list price, or over ask? If you decide to put an over ask, will the home appraise at the amount that you're putting in for? Or will you be responsible for the difference if the home does not appraise at the $225 or more? So now, if the home doesn't appraise, let's say example, the house is listed as $225, you put in an offer for $235, and the home does not appraise at the $235, which is the additional $10,000. You're faced with a conundrum. You're going to be in a bit of a pickle. So now you have your down payment, your closing costs, the escrow deposit, and that difference of $10K. So when you're thinking about going in over ask, you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it? And it's time for you to have a conversation with your realtor about, is this a sound financial decision? Or are we operating from our brain or from our heart with emotion? The last thing you want to do is to get into a home and be house poor. You don't want to have to rob Peter to pay Paul. So it's really important during these times that you do have an honest conversation with your real estate agent about your budget, what you can afford, what you cannot afford, and is the home really worth it and going to appreciate at the value you need it to in order for you to live comfortably. Welcome back. This is another